video, okay. Before we get to this video, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. And I feel like you already know what I'm gonna say. Yes, I need you to hit that like button and subscribe. A lot of y'all watch, but y'all don't be subscribing, and I need you to help me out with this. So hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. What is up, y'all? What is up? We are back. We are back with another Wednesday. It's your girl Ashley with It's Just Different Pod. And I am excited. I'm always excited. Y'all know I love doing it. I love all the lives, but it's something about the Wednesday lives that I just really like. I think it's just because, I don't know, I'm always about like giving information, educating the parents, and the stuff that I talk about is to help parents navigate this journey, ultimately for their kids to get what everybody wants, and that's free education. That's to play at the next level. So being able to bring on these athletes and bring on their parents to talk about what went into the decision, to give advice to other parents because they're done. Most of them are done. Sometimes a parent might got a younger kid or something like that, a younger athlete, but most of them are done, and they can help y'all out. Y'all, today, we already got 10 of y'all in here, first of all. Shout out to that. Now, it's 10 of y'all and it's 5 likes. That ain't really adding up. So we need 5 more likes. We need 5 more likes, and y'all know the goal. The goal is to always get this to 20 people. So we at 11, we need 9 more. Make sure you are sharing this out so that we can get this to at least 20 people in the room. What is up, Devin? Devin is always here. Devin, you said you missed a Wednesday now. You said you missed a Wednesday. But for the most part, shout out to you, Devin. You always in the building. We got a good one today, y'all. We have KP, who is going to NC State. Bella actually had to reschedule last minute, so Bella will actually be next week. And then we have Sunshine. I call her Sunshine, but Amayah Garcia, who will be going to Washington. And I think that this is actually the first time of like doing like 2 people instead of 3. But I just think that's more conversation. At the end of the day, we get to talk a little bit longer. Shout out to y'all that's just tuning in. We had 7 likes already. We need 3 more to get this to 10. And we are already at 16 people. We need 4 more to get this to 20. I am excited. I am excited for this conversation. Y'all know I like to talk to y'all now. So I'm going to need y'all to drop some questions in the chat. Go ahead and drop some congrats for KP. I will be bringing her and her mom up in just a minute. As I said, KP is going to NC State. Shout out to that. And we're going to go ahead. What is going on, Jimmy? How you feeling? How you feeling, y'all? I think this one is a little bit different because like both KP and Sunshine, like I've watched them for a while. Actually, and we might talk about it when I bring KP them up, but KP was in Austin. Like when I first seen her, she was actually in Austin, and my team was playing against her team. I'm like, who is this kid right here? So I've been knowing her since like the Austin days. So it's just pretty dope to just see them from a young age, see them grow up and see them make a final decision. But let's go ahead and get into KP. I'm gonna show y'all a little video of KP so y'all know who my girl is, and then I'm going to bring them up right after. What is up? I think I still got y'all muted. There we go. How y'all feeling?
Hi.
I'm feeling good.
I
Feeling
think I
great?
need to. I think I need to start telling like y'all like whenever everybody come on like right after the video, you come right up because I feel like every time I do that, the parent of kids like, oh, I'm on the screen. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get started. KP, go ahead and introduce yourself. And we'll go from there.
Um, well, my name is Kamora Pruitt, but I go by KP. Class of 26. I'm a senior. I go to Legion Prep, and I've just been doing this for a while now. So
Yeah. Shout out to that. First of all, senior, big senior, you have made your decision. Why did you choose NC State?
I chose them because just the connection with the coaches, with the players. I feel like that's a place where I can develop on the court, but also off the court. They also develop people in my position that went to the league, so that's a goal that I'm trying to get to. So that kind of stood out too.
Yep. Mom, at the end of the day, I know it's the athlete. They the one that got to go to the school. They the one that has to play there. But y'all also got a part in this. At the end of the day, what made NC State? What made you feel comfortable and confident enough to say, "I'm sending my baby to NC State"?
It was the feel. It was a family oriented environment. Um, the medical staff, first and foremost, her education, the major that she wanted to choose, and when we talked to the academic advisor, we felt really comfortable with her and that they would put her in the right position as far as academic goes, because she wants to go into communication with a minor in business.
Yeah.
So, and then after she gets done playing, she wants to be a college coach. And we just seen him bring a men's basketball player on staff with him. And also KJ, who was on staff, she used to play for him. So that was really big for us too.
Yeah, now that makes sense. Now, KP, when do you feel like you knew, like, all right, this is the school for me?
Um, I knew like I'll say like after the visit, I kind of knew. I had a couple of visits after that I did really like, but I just feel like after that visit, I feel like that was the place I wanted to be.
Yeah. What were your top? Did you have like a top three? What was your top three?
Top three. My top three was NC State, Oklahoma, and Arizona was up there.
Yeah, whatever the top three or five. Like, I feel like it's kind of hard most times for athletes to once they get to narrowing it down to that top three or that top five. It's just like, oh my God, like which one do I choose? Right? Like you kind of talked about what made you choose NC State. This is probably even for both of y'all. Like, what was it about NC State that kind of gave that edge out of it? Because like I said, when you get to your top three or top five, it's like they all like kind of the same in a sense. Like, what was it about NC State that kind of gave that edge of like, this is it?
I'll say I like Coach West. He is a great coach.
Yeah.
He proved that he can win. Um, and I think that's really what sold it for me. Just the
Yeah.
head coach.
For
Yeah.
me, it was Coach West. Like he's tenured, he knows what he's doing. He's hard on them. I needed a coach that's gonna be tough on KP coming in at her freshman year. Knowing that she'd be able to go in and play and compete with those girls was big for us. But Coach West, like his personality is so funny. Like he's telling jokes all day.
Yep.
We're kind of like a goofy family. Like we crack jokes on each other pretty much all day, every day. And that's him. Like he doesn't have any children, so he treats those girls like they're his. And then his wife is like so personable, and we were able to go to their home, and her bond with that team was crazy.
Yeah.
Like they had such a good time.
You know, the one thing that I love about everything that you just said was like, none of that had to do with putting the ball in the hoop. Like, it's relationship. It's how my daughter felt around the team, how she felt around the coach. Like, him, like all of what you said was things that like literally had nothing to do with putting the ball in the hoop, because it's like that's a given, right? Like, okay, they gonna win, but what else? Like, what's the relationship like? How do the teammates get along with each other? So I love that you said that. Like, it wasn't even about, at the end of the day, the stuff that you just talked about. None of that was like he gonna put her in this position, and I'm sure all that stuff was talked about, but it
Mhm.
was, what's the relationship like?
And yeah, and it was good. Like her biggest thing was like talking to the head coaches. Like if the head coaches was reaching out, because with the recruiting process, most of the assistant head coaches reaching out to you all the time, or either the assistant coach. Wes made it very clear that he wanted her. The assistant
Mm-hmm.
coaches were reaching out, and Wes made sure he built that relationship with her. So
That's
that
so
was big.
dope. Yeah, absolutely. Jimmy says, how long ago did NC State first start recruiting KP? And does she know where they first saw her play?
Ooh, that's a good
Uh, I think
That's a good question.
my first when they first started recruiting me was I took an unofficial last year. So I think last year, right?
I think it was your sophomore year
Sophomore year.
that they started recruiting you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then they just applied pressure, like probably last year, to where we was like, okay. And then they were doing really good throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
Like always, at the beginning of the season, they always start off like okay, and then the growth. You see the development throughout the season, to where they look like a phenomenal team,
Yeah.
and so that really played a part too. But yeah, I would say sophomore season, and then start putting the pressure on a little bit harder towards the end of sophomore season, going into junior year.
Yeah. And so I do these calls every Wednesday. And the one thing that I've seen that's been in common for a lot of the athletes is their first offer, most of them don't pick that school. I say that to say a lot of parents, and you can probably talk to this too, but a lot of parents or young parents are so like gun holder, like when is that offer gonna come? Like in eighth grade and seventh grade, and Fred, like you just said, NC State came sophomore year, sophomore season, right? And yes, you're gonna get recruited early, but I feel like a lot of parents stress out on like wanting to get an offer in the seventh grade or wanting to get an offer in the eighth grade, and it's just like you can get that offer, that's cool, but most times that coaching staff is probably not gonna be there, and a lot of times it's probably not gonna even be the school that you end up going to.
Yeah, we get this question a lot, and we talk to a lot of parents all the time, especially my husband. He stay on the phone, like giving advice to different parents all the time, because they be having so many questions. And he always, give them that confidence, because a lot of parents are worried, like when their kid is in seventh or eighth grade, like where's the offer? How can
Yep.
we get the offer? Why isn't the offer coming? Even like freshmen and sophomores, they're super worried about that. But we tell everyone like it's a whole process that you have to go through. It's a blessing for KP to have been able to get offers and be put in those type of positions. And she was put in those type of positions because she never played her age. So she always played 2 years up, even 3 years up. So she was able to get eyes on her when she was that young. But I would tell people to just keep working, enjoy the process, and it's going to come as long as you put in the work and you're up under the right program and the right people.
Yep. Yep. And I'm actually gonna go to that. I'll take this question real quick. What are you most nervous about being so far away from home?
Um, I'd say probably just. I mean, I am close with my family, so just me being that far away, um, I might miss them sometimes. Yeah,
Knowing
that's
them, they
that's
probably gonna be catching these flights. They gonna be there.
Clock that 10, right?
yeah. That'll probably
Yeah.
be the.
Because me and my husband, we didn't go that far. Now, my sister, she went to UNC Charlotte. And so
Okay.
that was about 16 when we were in St. Louis. That was about 16 hours from us. And so we was not big on her. Of course, we wanted her to stay close because we're so close knit, and we just cannot imagine when she finally goes off to college. Like I go in her room every single day and just pick on her.
Yeah.
I mean, in her bed sometimes. And so I told, like, if she would have went down the street an hour away or even 3 hours away, I still would have had that same feeling of my daughter isn't in her room, like she's in college. And so we wanted her to make her own decision. Like, this is, we already went and played. We did what we had to do. Now it's your turn. How do you feel about this school? If it's far, then it's far. Now, when she said NC State, I was like, ooh, Jesus, you done went 18 hours away. So it hit me, but I knew that feeling for her and for myself when we left that campus never went away. So I knew that it was a heavy possibility that she would choose that school. And so we were happy for her.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love that. I love that. That's dope. You said a few minutes ago, like the right people and the right program. Y'all know AAU season ends, but it never really ends. Like right now, everybody's trying to find what team they plan for. Everybody out here recruiting. What questions should parents be asking when they are trying to choose the right program for their athlete? I'm going to break it down. I'm going to stop you real quick before you answer that. I want you to talk in 3 different stages because I feel like the questions might be a little different based on your grade. So if we're going to go 6th grade, 6th, 7th grade, like that's 7th grade and below.
So I can speak to that when we moved here to Dallas or to Texas, because we moved to Austin first, like you said. Austin. I love Austin. We moved to Austin, but our biggest thing is that we put Kamora in a really great position to where a lot of people around the states know her because of her talent.
You're right.
So when we moved to Texas, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know everything was big in Texas, right? So
Yeah.
I was like, bad, like we're moving to Texas. Oh my gosh, she's not gonna play basketball anymore. We're not gonna find a good team. Like I was super worried.
Yeah.
And then my husband did his research, and I put on our page that we were moving to Texas. And so we were looking for a competitive team. We didn't want her to get on a team to where she was the only one, because we have always surrounded her with great talent and she's been able to stand out with great talent. And so our whole goal was, we're preparing you for your dream. We're preparing you to play in college. When you get to college, you're not playing with these girls that can't play.
Right.
Everybody's going to be on your level. So you're going to have to know how to play with talented girls. You don't need to be the only one, but you do need to play your game when you get on this team with whoever you're going to play with. And so we were looking for a good coach. We were actually looking for a coach that coached like us, but we were super hard. Like we were on our kids.
Yeah.
And we found Coach Dre, who was more mellow. Like he don't yell or anything. He talked, and so we was like, okay, maybe she needs a different style coach. Let's see how she, you know, what is the word I'm looking for?
Respond.
To
Yeah.
this, yeah, respond to this type of coach. So one, we were looking for her to play with other talented kids because we wanted her to get, when she got here, earn your spot, your playing time, because it's not going to be like with us. Even though we were the coaches, she had to earn everything that she got. And like we didn't play with her. Like if you didn't do what you needed to do on the court, you were sitting on the bench. And Kamora thing was she never wanted to sit on the bench, so she went 1,000%. So when she got here, she had to work for it, and she did.
No, that's good. That's good. Now, when we talk about, like I said, I kind of want to say AAU for a little bit. Advice. What advice would you give to parents as they are helping navigate their athlete's journey?
Um, I will give be patient. Be patient with the journey. Don't talk to a lot of people. I mean, and when I say that, don't um, don't give out everything that you're going to do with your kid.
Mm,
Um, Make sure you're finding the right program for your child. Make sure that they're going to develop in that program that you're in. Um, Also, do your research, like on a coach, on a program. Make sure you have a great backing. In this system right here, the AAU system, you have to have a great backing. If you don't have a great
absolutely.
backing, then your kid is not going to go very far. You have to have someone who literally have her back, who's reaching out to different people to make sure that they're on the right, she's on the right platform, that she's going to the right camps, that you know she's getting herself out there. And then media, you have to make sure the media is right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I probably recorded 8,000 videos, literally. Kamora had to clean up her page because she literally had 8,000 videos. I had been recording videos from when she was 7 years old, when she did her first AAU, all the way up until now. And so that media helped her get recognized.
Mm-hmm.
And even hiring people to do professional videos gets
Mm-hmm.
you out there. It gets you on their pages. It gets you exposure. Like, Ashley, you do such a great job with this podcast.
Thank you.
Um, I think Ed does a good job with what he does
Mm-hmm.
because he's at the games, he's interviewing, you're
Mm-hmm.
interviewing, and that's helping put the Texas girls on the map.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know, so I would say just make sure you find the right team, put the right team around your child so that they can succeed.
Yep.
And
And
don't, and
it's
when
oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I said don't talk to too many people, I'm saying, like, if you're mad at a game or something, don't go vent to the person next to you because they can misinterpret what you say, and then it could get around and put you in a negative light.
Yep.
Like, hold that in, what you feel, until you get home to talk to your kid or your spouse and vent to them.
Mm-hmm. That everything you just said, that's like a whole masterclass. Like it is because one, I definitely think like you talked about like the back and having somebody to actually like go to bat for your kid. I just did literally just yesterday. I did a live with Jason Key, Earl, and Charles from the Best of the Best camp. I have a
Okay.
community. I have a community called the Different Community. It's for parents, for information, things like that. But it's at the end of the day, it's for the networking opportunity. So Best of the Best is a invite only. I had a parent that just reached out to me and said, "Hey, we want to try to get in this camp." So I text them. I said, "Hey, this is this kid's, obviously they're not gonna just do me a favor. I said, this is this kid information. This is her social media. These are her clips."
Mm-hmm.
Just that relationship, she was able, and I'm gonna be honest, Earl was just kind of like, I don't really know, but you kind of snapped. We're gonna give it a shot. And she went out there and performed. But it's just like, if you
That's
didn't
awesome.
have that, you're not in the camp. Like that's just what it is. So
Yeah.
it's just like you just said, the relationships, the back, and somebody that's gonna go to bat for your kid is important at the end of the day. Exposure, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
media, I talk about it a lot. Content is king. Like media is so important, from recording, from like you said, like having people record the games, because especially if you have people that also have a lot of college coaches on their page, if you're on we gonna collab, like you're going to now be on that person's page. So I just think like you really hit it all on the head, like making sure that you do all these different things. It's not just the talent. Like the talent has to be seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
When
definitely.
we're gonna go with this question, then I'm coming to UKP. This question says, when looking at an AAU program to play with as a junior going into your senior year, which do they feel? Which do you feel is the most important to look at? The AAU program, the coach who will coach your players' team, or the roster?
You should look at all three of
I
those.
was just gonna say all of them, all of
You should,
them.
yes, because first off, you don't want to go to a roster that's full. Like if you know that your kid is going to go to that program and play and stand out, and that coach is for your kid, like because you can go to a program to where they already have their solid 5 or 6 or
Yep.
7, and then you have to try to work your way in. You don't want to do that. Junior year is very very critical. We actually changed programs from junior year to senior year. Um, but the program that she came from was great.
Mhm.
It was great. It's just certain things that she wanted that we wanted out of it, and that's the reason why we switched. But when you're looking at it, look at the coach. How do they coach? Were they the
Mhm.
best coach for your kid? Are they going to bring out the best? Are they going to develop your kid? And if they don't develop your kid, then make sure you're getting that outside training that you need to
Mhm.
develop your kid. Secondly, the position that your child plays, is she going to be able to play that position on this team? A lot of the positions are positionless now. There's
Yep.
not really any real positions except the 5 position. Like the 5 position post players. I'm gonna post up with my back to the basket.
Yep.
Now the 1 through 4 is positionless. Those switch up all the time. And so the team, you got to make sure your child gets along with the team. Like you
Mhm.
don't want to put her in a position her junior year and she don't get along with the players. That won't work out, and you will be very unhappy in that program. And so
Mhm.
you got to look at the culture of the program. Like when you're looking at the culture, are there bad parents in this program that, like I said, don't do too much talking, that just want to be an ear to listen and then put negativity on you and your family? Don't join that because that's not
Mhm.
going to be good for you. Make sure the culture, the parents are cheering for every single kid on that team. Make sure it's positive because you never want to go into a negative situation ever. So
Yep.
that's my advice that I'll give.
I love it. I love it. And that was a good question, by the way. KP, you are at Legion. Made the switch to go to prep, and that's always a big topic, a big conversation of prep versus public, etc. Why did you choose to go the prep route?
I chose that route to prepare myself for college. I'm gonna just explain my day to day life.
Mhm.
Um, I wake up in the morning. We do online school, so I wake up in the morning. I do my schoolwork, and
Mhm.
then we got practice. We do strength and conditioning before practice, so we do that 11 to like 12:15. Then we practice 12:15 to like 2:15. After practice, we go get recovery, and then I just drive home and do the rest of my schoolwork if I didn't finish in the morning.
Yeah, I've been seeing, just watching like the socials, and like y'all getting some real work in, like like real work. How do you feel like that is preparing? You just said like it's gonna help you for college. Like, how do you feel like those things are preparing you for the next level?
I feel like just getting stronger, being conditioned, playing against. We got like practice guys playing against them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they just help us because we're gonna play against practice guys in college. So just being prepared for that
Listen,
help us.
Aaron Frazier. Aaron Frazier was like he was in my head all the time. He was on the practice squad at Texas. And when I tell y'all, he had it out for all the point guards. I'm like, I would never forget Aaron Frazier. But like them practice guys, so that's dope that like, and that was our, like, obviously you going to college, like that's kind of your first time like practicing against practice guys. So y'all been able to get that experience early. Actually, it's pretty dope because once you get to college, you're gonna kind of be used to it. Cause I was
Yeah.
not used to it. Going against them guys, like it's different for sure.
Yeah,
What
indeed.
did you What did you learn about yourself just throughout this whole recruitment journey?
Um, I'll say, I mean, um, just like being able to like answer. Okay, I'm bad with the phone,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't
You
really
don't want
take
to be on
like
them calls, or you just don't
yeah.
respond.
No, I don't respond sometimes. So I think
They hit us up.
kind of
Like when
Yeah.
you tell KP to respond to
Oh my
us,
God.
yeah. So I mean, I got a lot better with it though
Yeah.
towards the end.
What do you think?
But
Like, was it just you just typically not on your phone in general, or was it just like the overwhelm of like so many coaches reaching out to you?
I think it was just the fact of so many coaches reaching out. Um, like sometimes I'll be in my bed just waking up and they'll
Oh
just
yeah.
randomly FaceTime me.
yeah, they would. They would.
like
And you have to understand, like KP been getting recruited since seventh grade with these
Right.
offers in recruiting. So they were contacting us first. So it's 50 plus schools. I think the total amount was 55 total.
Oh my
And so
gosh.
just imagine them contacting us, then they had to contact her. So then when that June 1st hit, that phone was blowing up all day until her phone died. And her
Wow.
phone only died because it was my son's birthday and we were at a water park. So she's not, I think she enjoyed the water park, but she was on the phone the entire time. And then it died. And she's like, whew, I
Oh my
cannot breathe.
God.
But yeah, it was 55, 55 schools. And then my husband and I took over her recruiting her sophomore year. And so he became a 3SSB coach,
Uh-huh.
and we didn't feel like it was going how it should have been going. And so we had the list of all the schools, and my husband was the main contact for mostly all of the schools.
Wow. Wow. That's a blessing for sure, but I know that had to be like very overwhelming. And a lot of people don't even talk about that part. Like everybody wants to be recruited, everybody wants the offers, but when you get all of this, when you get all this recruitment, it's a lot. It's a lot. And it can become draining. Like
yes.
that's a lot. What would you say was the most challenging part of your recruitment journey?
Um, Probably I'll say the toughest part is making them phone calls
Yeah.
when you
And
take
telling them
section.
no.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
that's the toughest part for me because I don't like telling people no.
How was
And
that like? I feel like you probably was just like stuttering like
and she actually was.
oh.
She was just like, "Oh, I gotta call this person." Like it was really tugging at her heart because like
Oh.
relationships that she built,
Yeah.
she and I'm more of an emotional person, so I didn't really. My husband and Kamora, they took most of the phone calls, and
Uh-huh.
then the coaches would be like, "Well, I want to talk to Tracy. Give us her number," and that's how they would talk to me.
Mhm.
But I didn't want to get to that part to where I had an emotional connection with all of those coaches, and so
Yeah.
it really pulled at her heart because she really liked all the coaches. Like they
Mhm.
treated her very well throughout this whole process.
Yeah, that's tough. That's the I'm sure that's probably every athlete's hardest part is just like having to call somebody that you probably know they the kids, they dog, everybody, everything about,
Everybody.
and it's just like, dang, I done built this relationship, and yeah, I gotta tell them no. I know that's hard. What advice, KP? What advice would you give to other 26s? It's other 26s who have not made their decision and going through the same thing that you went through. Like, what advice would you give to other 26s as they make the decision of the school that they're going to?
Um, I'll say pick the school that most fits you. Um, I know um, even if it's like going far away. I went far away from my parents.
You're going.
I'm going, but I say just make the choice that's best for you because at the end of the day, you want to pick somewhere where you want to stay 4 years, so or
Yeah.
5. So
Yeah.
just do what's best for you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
every reason she picked the reason why she picked the school, it was completely for her. Like being a 6'2" combo, like they just graduated Sanaya and Aziah.
Yep.
And that was a big part. They showed us a video of Sanaya clip, then Kamora's clip, and then Aziah's clip, and then KP clip. It's like they're getting a 2-in-1 with her.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like everything that they did, Kamora has been doing these last couple of years. And so it was like, wow, that was such a great fit for her. So the style of play, the coaching staff, getting along with your team. You saw how excited they were on
They were so excited.
that on that video. Yeah, and the education piece of it, they have such a great business program. And then we got to meet the chancellor, who was great as well. So the whole school, the facilities, everything.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. Last question for both of y'all. I'll start with you, KP. What along this journey, what would you have done differently?
Um, I probably what I would have done differently. Um, Throughout my journey, I'll say I don't think it's really anything I would have done differently. I just, I mean, I enjoyed the process. I don't think it's anything I
Yeah,
would have done different. Yeah.
I feel it. What about you, Mom?
So I'm gonna go with KP first. Like she's been working her tail off, so her work ethic is unmatched. Since she was a little kid, she made it known that this is her dream and this is what she wants to do. And
Mm-hmm.
she goes 1,000%. She may do 2 or 3 a days. Like you know the intense schedule that they have right now.
Mm-hmm.
They do strength and conditioning. They do conditioning. They do practice. And it she be gone for a long time. But she still is committed to doing another strength and conditioning before she goes to practice. So she'll go to
Right.
her strength and conditioning coach, then go to Ursula, and then go to practice against the practice players, and then come home, get a snack, and go to Raven. And this is all of her. And she's been doing it since she's been 7 years old. Like the work ethic increased. And
Mm-hmm.
as you see it increase, you see her game increase.
Right.
Well, what I would have done differently as a parent, because I always saw myself different as a parent because I played.
Mm-hmm.
And when you played the sport since you were 9 years old, you did AAU, you went to college and played, so you lived out your dream of playing basketball. And so then I go into coaching. And when we moved here, I didn't take that coaching aspect out of my head. And so I'm on the sideline, like still coaching her
Yeah.
up. I'm on the sideline, still like, you got to go 1,000%. Let's
Yeah.
go. And I had to take the coaching aspect and putting myself in her shoes, like, okay, you were a player before. Sit
Right.
down, calm down a little bit on that sideline, and just enjoy the process.
Mm-hmm.
I also would have made more connections for her. I would have talked to more people
Yeah.
because, um, and I'm gonna just say it. When you want your kids to be in certain positions, there are certain connections that you got to make.
Right. For
And
sure.
me and my husband, we have focused so much on training our kids, developing our kids, not worrying about the outside or making connections or talking to people. But as we see how it goes, there's politics in this. You have to
Mm-hmm.
build those relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're not talking to them, building those relationships, making sure you're in their ear, you're in their face, that as a player, you're walking up to these people, you're giving them hugs, you're giving them handshakes and all that stuff. Like that matters as well.
Mm-hmm.
But like Kamora is more of an introvert, so she likes for her game to speak for itself, and I think that it pretty much has done that. But as a parent, I think we should have networked a little bit better for her, even though she got most of the opportunities that she was going to get.
Right.
Trying for the USA team, Blue Star 360, Steph Curry. Oh,
I
Blue
knew
Star
what you
30.
meant.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Blue Star 30. The invite to the Curry camp. Just different invites, like being a
Mm-hmm.
3-time All-American for Adidas, and then also transitioning over to Under Armour and making the top 60 camp, but she didn't go to that. But also making connections with like De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Like, who has a connection that close to De'Aaron Fox to where he knows you by name and then he
Yeah.
supports you 1,000%
Yep.
on everything.
Yep.
And so she has done the things that in her game has spoke for herself. That's why she was able to take care of those opportunities and reach those opportunities, because some things sometimes is unreachable for kids.
Right.
But we didn't have to talk to for her to do all of that. It's just her
Mm-hmm.
game spoke for herself. But I wish that we would have spoken up and talked to
Yeah.
a little bit more people and built those relationships.
Yeah. Makes sense. I'm gonna get this last question before I let y'all go. It's a two-part. What is the biggest pitfall you all see players make and parents? Same thing for parents. So what is the biggest pitfall you see parents make?
Um, we're in such a great group of parents
Mm-hmm.
right now, because all the parents that we know, they doing the right thing for their kids. Like, they in the gym, they grinding hard, and 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 they doing the right. We've been blessed enough to be around really great parents. Like, all the parents that we communicate with are kids of an elite status.
Mm-hmm.
Even when we go to these events, if she goes to these camps and overtime, like overtime has a therapy session for all of the parents. It just so happens we all go through the same thing.
Right.
So it's really beautiful to hear all these parents talk, and it's like, wow. So I think the thing, when I look back at those meetings, that parents wish they would have done, um, I think networking is
Good
big.
one. Yeah.
Networking is big, and also you see a downfall when you out there acting crazy on that
Mm-hmm.
sideline
Mm-hmm.
with your kid while they're playing. Especially when you have all these schools on that sideline, you want to act appropriately. Now, do all that foolishness somewhere else, but when those
Yeah.
coaches get on that sideline, you need to sit there, put some shades on if you think you're going to be making a whole bunch of facial expressions, and then keep your mouth closed the entire game unless you're cheering for every kid on that sideline. That's
Yep.
one thing a college coach said they noticed about me and my husband. A lot of them said, we notice and we pay attention to y'all. And I said, I know, because y'all be staring down my soul when
Yeah.
I look over there. They said, you guys stand up and cheer for everybody on that team. Y'all get so hyped that y'all jump out the bleachers for everybody on that team. No matter what team Kamora has played on, you guys have acted the same way with every team. And so they are paying attention, parents. They're paying attention to
Yeah.
you. So act appropriately.
Yes, absolutely, man. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all again for taking time. I love doing it. I literally love doing these every Wednesdays for this reason. So parents can hear like what you're talking about, and for the athletes can talk about why they made the decision. There's a lot of parents that listen to this that's trying to figure out what team to play for, what they should be talking to these coaches about, what questions that they should be asking. So shout out to y'all again. KP, super excited for you. Congratulations again. Yes, y'all drop some congrats in the chat. Drop some congrats in the chat for KP. I look forward to watching you your senior year. I'm excited to watch Legion play. We talked about AAU, but basketball ain't over. You still got Legion until you head to NC State. So I'm definitely excited to watch y'all play this year. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I want
Thank
to
you.
say one more thing about Legion. Now she been doing them weights now. She went from
Yeah.
145 to 295. I'm just
Are you for
cross the
real?
T on that.
Wow. That's dope. That's dope. Shout out to that for
Yeah.
real. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, that's that work. That's that work. You
Mhm.
got a lot of congratulations in the chat. Thank y'all
Thank you.
again. I'm sure I will see y'all soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Y'all, that was KP. KP and her mama dropped some gems. KP is going to NC State. I'm excited. I can't wait to watch her. Like I said, she's at Legion, so I get the opportunity to watch her a little bit more this season. Next up, I told y'all that we had to reschedule Bella, and it worked out perfect because we was on for a little bit with KP and her mama. But next up, we got Call her Sunshine. We got Sunshine coming up, who is going to Washington. She's going to Washington, and I'm gonna tell y'all this has probably been like one of my favorite players to watch. Just somebody who literally like let the game speak for herself. She don't do like a whole lot of like talking. Her game literally speaks for herself. Got the midi, got the three, and just a overall great teammate. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit. Again, as I said, Sunshine is going to Washington. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of her, and then they will be coming up on the screen. Hold on, let me make sure I assign this right. Hopefully I assigned that right. They will be coming up on the screen right after the video. What is up, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Hey,
Good.
hello.
Y'all might have to. Yeah, I was finna say.
My mama's
Is
on here.
can you? Okay, there we
Hello.
go. I was like, I only see like one and a half. There we go. There we
Yes.
go.
There we go.
First of all, how y'all doing this? I guess it's night. I was gonna say, I guess it's evening. It's considered
Yeah,
evening.
yeah. Doing good, doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and get started. Like I said, I call you Sunshine, but you can Amayah, you can say it. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Amayah Garcia, but everybody knows me as Sunshine. 2026 senior guard at Faith Family Academy and UW commit. So
Dub commit.
yeah.
That's how we started. That's how we started. What made you choose Washington?
Um, really everything I would say. I went on 3 official visits. They were my first
Hmm.
ones. So, after
Washington
that,
was your first visit?
Washington was my first official visit. So
Okay.
just seeing the campus, Seattle is a beautiful, beautiful place, beautiful city. The campus is beautiful. The coaching staff, the development side, they have great player development there. The team is great. Everybody's just so
Hmm.
genuine there, and so that's what I really love about it. But yeah, just after the visit, just checking off pros and cons of everything. I feel like they just checked off every box for me.
Yeah.
I really couldn't see myself, going anywhere else, to be honest.
I love that. Mom, it's always up to the athlete, right? They the one that has to play at the school. They the one that has to be there. But I feel like the parents got some say so in this too. What what made you feel comfortable and confident enough to say, all right, I'm good with Washington?
Um, so I don't know basketball, right? So
Yep.
it's more so my husband is the basketball side, but I
Mm-hmm.
am that true mama bear. I'm the
Yep.
cheerleader and I'm the true mama bear. So I'll sit back and I'll watch people.
Mm-hmm.
And from literally from the first Zoom call that with Washington, it was they were speaking to her as if they've known her for 10 plus years. You
Mm.
know, you would have thought that they had like a relationship like I said, like 10 plus years or so. And so going on that unofficial visit and just watching the team, how the girls surrounded her and even us, like it was hugs right off the bat, conversations, the coaches, everybody, it just felt like family. Nothing felt forced ever.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
felt forced. Like I said, from the first Zoom call up until the unofficial and the official visit, it literally was like family.
Right, right. And this gonna actually be good. I love to get the parents, like you said, you don't know basketball. It's a lot of you. It's a lot of parents that don't know and got an athlete and just trying to figure this out. So this gonna be good. When Sunshine, when did Washington start recruiting you?
So I first got my, official offer when, coaches could start calling
Yep.
26th, so June 1st. But we were talking going on like 2 years, just with assistant coaches and everything
Yep.
like that. That relationship really started to build, when, I got my offer and just
Mm-hmm.
steady communication, and just things like that. So we've been having a relationship for around like 1 or 2 years. So
Yeah, I'm so glad you said this. So you had the relationships for about 2 years, 1 or 2 years. You got the offer your junior summer,
yes,
correct?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
parents. Okay, parents. I hope y'all are listening to this. I feel like there's a lot of times, and I just talked about this with KPs. There's a lot of times where parents are so like pressed and like stressed on like, oh, I got to get this offer, and you in the seventh grade, you in the eighth grade, or it's like this school been talking to me, but they ain't offered, and here
Mhm.
you are saying like, we've been in communication, we've built a relationship, but the offer didn't actually come until your junior year. Can you just talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a relationship person, so I mean, I was fine with just building that
Mm-hmm.
relationship. Obviously first, but you just gotta trust your work. Like
Yeah.
these coaches, they watch you for like literally so long, and you don't even know it. Like
Yep.
they watch you, since you've been in eighth grade, but like they won't offer you until sophomore year, junior year. So I mean,
Yep.
just staying steady, staying consistent with your work, believing in yourself. Like you just gotta be patient, wait your turn. I know a lot of people. I struggle with this too personally. Just watching, other people's journey and seeing like
Yeah.
you got this offer. Like I'm like when I kind of want that too. And so
Mm-hmm.
just staying in your own, process and just going on your own journey. I feel like that's
Yeah.
the biggest thing.
And how were you able to manage? I don't know if expectation is the word, but that's the word I'm gonna use. But just like, how were you able to just manage that of like you said, you struggle with that yourself of like seeing
Mhm.
maybe some of your friends or some of the people that's in your circle get offers or get these different things, and maybe you wasn't getting it. Like, how did you just manage
Mhm.
all of that while still making your game speak for itself?
Yeah, I just feel like everything goes back to the work, like
Yeah.
staying in the gym consistently. Me, like my parents, they're my biggest supporters.
Yeah.
They're my support system. So just having like a close, tight knit support system that you can trust and depend on,
Yep.
on a daily basis. I feel like that's another big thing. But like I said, everything just goes back to the work that you put in.
Yep. Mom, Sunshine mentioned support. What does support look like from parent to kid?
Oh, well, for one for one thing, this commute that we make every day.
Facts. Yeah.
Oh goodness. So and that's on a day-to-day basis, but um just reminding her of like who she is. Like, we have no connections. Everything this baby got, she got solely off of her God-given ability
Mm-hmm.
and the work that she's put in. I truly feel like she's one of the most underrated players because her what I do know
Absolutely.
is her understanding and of the game, the way she see it, like, and we've heard this from coaches, these D1 coaches. They literally say like this girl is a true basketball player.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So just I guess support from us is like when she needs to talk, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Whether she needs to talk, vent, getting her to training sessions. It's everything wrapped up into one. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Loving on her, hugging on her, kissing on her. Um, being silly.
Yeah.
Rapping like that's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We literally love being around family. All the time actually.
Yeah.
So whatever she needs, we definitely just try to supply. No
Yeah.
matter what that looks like.
I like it. What gets you hype before a game?
Oh, what gets me hyped for a game?
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I feel like I give this off to. I'm a really chill person. So I mean, I don't like sometimes I'll listen to music, but really just going off of my own emotions. Like I know a lot during the AAU, you get to playing multiple games, so you kind of got to get yourself. So I like to kind of joke around with my team a little bit, just get the energy up, get everybody in good spirits. And yeah, I feel like I kind of am a self starter, so that's kind of
Yeah.
what I do.
Yeah. I feel
She
that.
really is
You say what?
she, she's easy,
Yeah.
like I feel like she is every coach's dream, like
Mm-hmm.
she can take stuff and implement it right away. Her IQ is just well beyond her years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's what's gonna help her excel in college. Like those are the type of players that I agree. You said that she's probably one of the most underrated players. Like I wholeheartedly agree with that. And like I said, I feel like that
Mhm.
is gonna come out. Like that time to shine is going to be at the college level. So I definitely agree with that. Sunshine, did you say you had visits after Washington? Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Washington was your first.
yeah. So originally I scheduled like 6 visits,
Uh
but
huh.
just after going on that first one, I was like, yeah, I'm not taking
Oh,
all
you didn't go
six.
on any more. But you did go on some.
Yeah, I did. So
Oh, that's something.
I went on two more. So after Washington, I went to Baylor, and
Mm-hmm.
then I went to Georgia.
So when did you know that Washington was the one?
I feel like in my heart, I kind of knew already, where I wanted to
Yeah.
go. But, obviously you don't want to have any regrets. So I went through my process. I went, to these two other schools just to, balance it out, have something to kind of base it off of. And, it
Mm-hmm.
was still Washington after,
Yeah.
taking those visits.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I shout out to Washington too. Shout out to Washington. Great staff. Great choice, by the way. I think that was a great choice. But I was like kind of hoping for them Baylor Bears. I'm just saying.
I
I'm
think a
just.
lot of people were. I think a lot of people were. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Again, shout out to Washington. Definitely a great choice. Sunshine, you're at Faith Family. I think it's always a conversation of like the public. And well, Faith Family is not considered. Yeah, wait,
It, yeah,
it's not considered prep though. Like, right?
yeah, it's a charter school, but like the athletics and everything, we play on a national schedule.
Right. So, what made you choose the Faith Family route?
So I'm a super loyal person. I'm a super loyal kid. So my coaches were at DeSoto. They ended up leaving. They went to Faith Family, and so I ended up following them to Faith Family just because I built that relationship with them. I know them. I
Yeah.
know the system they want. I know how they want to play, how they want to run things, and so it was really it was an easy decision for me to kind of leave and go there. And then once the idea of us playing the national schedule, playing prep came up, I mean, it made it even better. I feel like the team that we had, we were able to do some pretty good things, that
Yeah.
year, our first last year. And so I feel like it was a great decision.
Yeah. And what are you looking forward to? Obviously I think the team is different this year. Still talented. What are you looking forward to this season with Faith Family?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot, kind of like a brand new team, this
Yeah.
year. But I feel like everybody's here for the right reasons. They kind of know what they're walking into because last year we had all that with the UIL and
Yeah.
everything. So this year,
Mhm.
people kind of know, like, hey, we're playing the Montvers, the IMGs,
Mhm.
DME and stuff like that. So everybody's here for the right reasons. I feel like this group, they're eager to learn. They're hungry. A lot of
Yeah.
the girls on the team, they're not, highly ranked or anything like that. So they're coming here to showcase themselves. They're coming here to get better. They want to work hard. They're bringing energy every day. So I feel like that,
Yeah.
like for me, just kind of so much my whole, career, just having, this is like a breath of fresh air. Like I'm just, like, kind of relieved, And so
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm just excited to play, win some games. I feel like that's the main goal, just to win. Get back, to that national game. Chipotle Nationals, hopefully. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I love it. I love it. Sunshine, what did you learn about yourself throughout this recruitment journey?
Uh, I feel like you take a lot of things away from it, but just like relationships are super important. So
Mhm.
not burning any bridges with anybody. I mean, it takes a lot. Like it's a lot that kind of goes into it. You have to put a lot of effort into it. I
Yep.
know I was watching KP's earlier, so with her saying, making calls to coaches, these coaches calling you every minute of the day, every
Yeah.
hour. So it was kind of hard at first, but my process, it wasn't like too crazy. Like it wasn't too anything too crazy. So I was able to kind of, handle it a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I would just say that, just knowing, you got to be on top of your stuff, or else, it's gonna kind of come back on you. But I would say
Absolutely.
that's the biggest thing.
Absolutely. Mom, what advice would you give to other parents as they help navigate their athlete's journey?
Um, I would say actually listen to your kid for one thing. I definitely feel like, because like you said before, it is them, out there on the court doing the day to day. It's going to be them, going to the classes or, being out of state, whatever, they decide to go. It's like, you want them to be happy. You don't want to
Mm-hmm.
make that decision for them because you don't want them to, go somewhere and they're miserable because it was your decision. So,
Yep.
um, so first and foremost, yeah, definitely, listen to your kid. Mind your circle. You know, that's truly important, um, um, and I would say if you are, because I feel like the pot is big enough for everybody, and I feel
Absolutely.
like there's so many people, like on this money grabbing. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like that is the main focus. Is not the education. In our household, Miss Ashley, we are big on education. I've prayed over my babies, you know, since they were in the womb. You know what I'm saying? I'm always asking
Yeah.
God, and every last one of them are doing great. I brag
That's
on
so
this group
dope.
from that oldest on down to her,
Mm-hmm.
because they're not only athletically gifted, you know what I'm saying? Like academically, she has it. All four of them. I always tell them that her brother set the bar high, but my thing of it is just don't let the financial part, that money, be the sole reason that you choose something, because you could be setting your baby up for failure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that'll just, we're never gonna just I'm never gonna sell out or allow her to, sell out because of financial gain.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Yeah, it
fact.
has to be
That's
a
a
little bit
fact.
more than that. So, the academics is first and foremost
I feel
over here,
that.
and it always has been.
For sure, for sure. Just Mike said definitely one of them ones. Marley said, which conference do you think is hard to play?
Um, I feel like obviously the SEC that's been, the top
Yeah.
conference, the last couple of years. But I feel like the Big Ten, they're like really, on the come up. So I feel like
Hmm.
between the SEC and the Big Ten, it can kind of, especially
Yeah.
nowadays, like you can kind of go either way now. But me, I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna say the Big Ten. So
There we go. DK
yeah.
says he saw you on YouTube before.
Oh yeah, I'm starting like a little YouTube channel. I got a couple reels and
Yeah. Start that
make some
YouTube channel.
content.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. I love that.
Yeah.
And
Sunshine,
I
there
do feel
are.
like that's
Oh, go
important,
ahead.
like as far as like the social media presence.
Mm,
What I can say, this I love the fact that she doesn't need to be validated by anybody. She's
yeah.
validated by the man up above.
You're right about that.
So
The
that's
good Lord.
so,
The
so
good
that's always
Lord.
been good enough for her. But you know, navigating this new world that she's in, I do feel like to get her out there, it is important.
Hmm.
So that's something that she can definitely work on, because when she's on the court, like, she draws you in. Like, I don't, and not just saying that because she's my daughter, but from somebody who don't know basketball, like, when I do watch her, it's like, it's exciting.
Hmm.
I love watching her. I love watching her play defense. The way she's like a, what you say, like a dog out there.
Yeah. There
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go. There you go, mama. There you go, mama.
I'm the
She's the
true.
one in the stands with the pom poms, just cheering, just screaming. She don't even
I'm cheering
like.
for everybody's kid. Just listen, ask everybody from the AAU side to, the high school side. I'm going to cheer for everybody's baby out there.
Yes, yes. I
That's
absolutely
what I feel
love
like
it.
and that's what we should do.
Hmm.
So many parents, what I've seen is they're so critical, and they're yelling, out on the court. And I'm like, leave that up to the coaches. That's what the coaches are out there for. I truly
Hmm.
believe that we should be in those stands cheering for those babies, because when they are playing on the level that they're playing on, I'm sure they already got enough stress and pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So why would you add to your child's, stress level? You know what I'm saying? They already playing, and then when you put them in front of all these coaches and everybody else, like, and then we're yelling at them. It's like, do you think that helps?
Just come to the
Um,
game and cheer. Like,
that's it.
listen, that was my mama. So my mama would come to the. My mama was the mama that had all the cheers. She used to have these little. She would get the little water bottles, empty the water, put all the pennies in it, so it was the little shakers. That was
That's a good
listen.
idea.
All right, you give her ideas now. You give her ideas. Hold on.
Listen, she used to have these little shakers going, had all the chants. Like, but on a serious note, I wish
Yes.
basketball would get back to that. Like, that's fun.
Yeah.
Like, just go
Yes.
cheer. Like, go have a good time.
And
Go have a
everything
really
else
good
is gonna
time.
come. You know what I mean? Like, everything else is gonna come. We always tell her, keep doing it the right way. Even
Hmm.
when I post, when we post about her, keep doing it the right way, because everything that has come to this baby has come off of her hard work. Just keep
Hmm.
doing it the right way. You ain't gotta try to undercut nobody. Just keep being sunshine. Keep being who you are, because
Hmm.
when she stepped through anybody's door, she make that room brighter. Period.
Yes, absolutely. Dave says there's no better supporter than Miss Nikki. Shout
All
out to
right.
that. Shout out to
Oh my
that.
goodness! I miss you. Hey, Eddie. Big Eddie.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm feeling that's me. I love them babies, and I love cheering for them. So I'm proud of every last one of them, and I know they're gonna do great things. So
Yeah, that's so dope. That's so dope. Sunshine, there are some other 26s who have not made their decision and they don't know. Like they going through the same process and trying to choose which school to pick. What advice would you give to any other 26s looking to make their decision?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say kind of deliberate amongst the people that you're closest with. Like you have to have like your circle of people that you know are going to want the best for you and elevate you. So just having that, obviously going somewhere where you're needed and wanted. I feel like that's a big thing. Um, and I mean, you don't have to go to like the big name school or a school that has this or that. Like just go somewhere, where you want it, where you need it, where it's the right fit for you. So.
I love it. I love it. What, last question. What would you, but this is for both of y'all. What would you guys have done differently? And I'm starting with you, Sunshine.
What would I have done differently? That's a good question. I would say like towards the end of my recruitment process, there was a lot of noise, a lot of talk, just people constantly telling me this that like so I would just say like really kind of lock down and be steady like towards the end of your recruitment process. Just know like I said before, just have that circle and have those people around you that are gonna make sure that you're good. And so that's probably the only thing that I would change. Just making sure like I'll stay steady with throughout the whole recruitment process.
That's good. Mom, what about you?
yeah, just piggybacking on what she said, like just not entertaining, everything, especially when you know that, that's not the direction that you want to go in. Um, just really standing firm on whatever decision, that you've made.
Yeah,
And then also I would say, um, like I said, just with her social media presence, um, I I think we, would have probably started working on that a little earlier.
yeah,
Um, just because I feel like sunshine for these younger babies, because there's so much out here. Now that
it
I'm working in
is.
school, and I work with in school suspension kids, and some people don't take the time to get to know these babies on a
Yep,
deeper level. And I feel like, you know, when we just stay at the surface, like you missing everything. So it's like we're barking, at these babies, not really knowing what their home life may look like, what they're going through on a day to day. You just never know. And when you don't take the time, to find out, I just feel like, they just get lost in the sauce, right? So, um, with who she is, um, I just feel like she'll be a great role model for so many of these younger babies. Letting them know it's okay, to rock your natural hair. It's okay,
yeah,
to not have to wear, a face full of makeup. It's okay to not, go everywhere, half naked. You know what I'm saying? Or and I'm just being real about it.
no, and that's real for real. Like,
We really have like
yeah,
these. I mean, I've seen elementary school kids, um, talking like they 25.
yeah, yeah,
So, you need people to know that it's okay to not be that crab in a barrel. You know what I
yep,
mean? We need somebody to be, their authentic self. Take the mask off. That's what I'm always talking to them about. And like so many of these the younger boys, they were talking to me about, wanting that affection from their fathers, that they don't get in the house. They want that hug.
yeah,
So, you know,
yeah.
that's
No,
what
that's
she
We're gonna get her
that.
started. She can go all like she can go
Listen,
all
because
day.
it's
because
so
I
it's
love them
so
babies. And they know
real.
I'm stern with them, but they know that it comes from a good place.
Yes, and it's so real, and it's like from the other side of that. Like to be honest, it's kind of why I started doing what I do. Like I feel like a lot of athletes feel like, and maybe it's a little different on the girl side, but a lot of athletes feel like in order to be successful, you got to go to the league. In order to be successful, you got to be this, you got to be that. And that was why I kind of started, because I'm like, I really want to show athletes that, like, I mean, I didn't go to the league, like, and I always say, like, I made it pro in my own way, like, just the things that I'm able to do, like, and I want to show other athletes, like, shoot,
It's
you
okay
can start.
to be your authentic self.
Exactly. So I love that. I love that you said that. Oh, here go my mama right here talking about invite her to the game. She'll be your hype man, your hype fan.
Yeah.
Bring the bottles, okay? I bring the sometimes you bring the bottles, the shakers.
DK said, "What is your YouTube channel?"
Hold on, let me gotta pull it up. Hold on.
We finna get you some more subscribers tonight.
It's Amayah Garcia 25. So make sure y'all subscribe.
AMAYAH Garcia 25 on
Amayah
YouTube.
Garcia 25.
I just put it in the chat.
Yes.
I just put it in the chat. I knew this was gonna be good. This was good. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no, this was good.
The big hug.
Look, and I'm telling you, listen, my mama will be, as soon as I get off here, she gonna be calling me like, so what's Sunshine them know? I want to go to a game. That is her. Yeah, you're probably gonna see her. You're gonna see her at some fake family games for sure. She will be there. She would definitely be there. But thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I mean, for joining us, giving us information. Sunshine, like I said, and I said it before, we kind of hopped on. Like you, and I don't think I've ever told you, but like you literally probably is one of my favorite players to watch. And it's really from what your mama has said this whole time. Like you let your game speak for itself. Like you just work. It don't matter what no ranking is. It don't matter what no anything. Like you just do the work. And you even talked about that. Like just do the work. So keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, like you are the type of players that, and everybody, like I hope that everybody go to college and be successful, but like you are the type of player that really, really shines, like I said, when you get to the college level from all of the work, being unseen, not being talked about, like it's going to come out. That's one thing I always say, the work is the work. And when you are actually working, it's going to come out. And people going to be saying, oh, where did this come from? It's like, she been doing that. She been, right? So like keep doing what you're doing. I'm a fan. I look forward to watching you with Faith Family. Kamora says Sunshine.
It's KP.
I look forward to watching you this season. And thank y'all again.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having us.
No problem, y'all.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Y'all, I told y'all today. I feel like I'm not in the center. Am I in the center? I told y'all today was going to be good. If you missed it, earlier on, we had KP that is going to NC State. Her and her mama dropped so many gems. So if y'all missed it, I'm going to need y'all to go catch this replay. And I'm going to need y'all to make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you can catch these every Wednesday. Because next Wednesday, we got another banger. I think we got Bella, who will be on next week. We got Autumn, which is her future teammate, who will be on next week. We got Shakai, who is going to Penn State. We got another little surprise coming. We might have to do 4. Stay humble. Your future is bright for sure. We might have to do 4 next week, but it's gonna be a good one, y'all. This is every Wednesday, every single Wednesday. If you know a 26 who has committed and I need to get them on, shoot me a message. Follow me on Instagram _this is Ashley R. It's a lot of dope content on there, by the way, but we're on a goal to 3,500 subscribers. Okay, so if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you ain't liked this video, let's get this to 25. We are at 22. Let's get this to 25 likes if you have not subscribed to the channel. And if I have any parents still on here that has any athletes, as they talked about, both people talked about relationships. They talked about the networking. At the end of the day, If you're not in a different community, I don't know what you're doing. The different community is for parents who don't want to go along this journey alone. And it is free. I'm going to put the link in the chat for y'all. It is free for 7 days right now. So you can test it out. See if you like it. We have monthly calls. We have monthly guests. This month we had Coach Paige, that is at Texas State, came on and dropped some gems. Like I said, we have Q&A calls. It's free. It's free for 7 days. It's free for 7 days. Y'all are going to start seeing some of these ads on sponsorships. We are now opening up a few sponsorships, a few ad spots, a few things for the channel. Yeah, it's about that time. It's about that time. So if you know anybody that's looking to get eyes on them, I mean, y'all see my following, y'all see the pages. It's a lot of eyes on the page. It's a lot of eyes on the content. So if you know somebody that's looking for opportunity, or if you just simply want to support, like I got a lot of dope things coming this summer, this spring, this winter, like a lot of dope stuff coming, a lot of dope things coming from the channel. You know, I'm always going to talk about if you want to drop a super chat, $1.99. It can be $1.99. I get excited for $1.99. So if you want to drop a super chat to support the channel, it's like a little like money sign on your screen somewhere. Go ahead and support the channel. Drop a super chat. As I said again, we had Kamora Pruitt that is going to NC State. She is in Dallas. She is at Legion. And we had Sunshine, who is going to Amayah Garcia. I call her Sunshine, who is going to Washington. Both athletes is going to kill it. They are going to kill it, not only at the next level, but this year. As I said, one is at Legion and one is at Faith Family. I look forward to watching both athletes, and I get the pleasure and opportunity to watch them throughout the season. So, again, if y'all have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you ain't hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button. Every Wednesday, we have this commitment series. And it's a lot of different lives on the channel, a lot of different information on the channel. Why are you calling me? DK always come through with the come through. Shout out to DK for the super chat. I appreciate that. DK is always coming through. I definitely appreciate your support. Thank you so much for the super chat. Y'all, I'll drop one more link in here. Y'all know I always got to show y'all some love. So if anybody wants to shop the merch, use code podcast to get 15% off. Use code podcast to get 15% off. Shout out to you, Marley. Thank you. Yes, Kendra, y'all see what my girl said. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and check out the merch. It has been real, folks. My computer is actually about to die. What am I looking for? My computer is about to die. So I am out. As I said, subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed to the channel. Hit that like button if you have not hit that like button. We at 23 and we need 25. We are 2 away. So if you have not hit that like button, go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And I will see y'all later. Thank you for staying to the very end. For that, I got a gift for you. You see I'm always indifferent, and you can be indifferent too. It's just different. Apparel.com. Use code podcast to get 15% off. And if you did not like and subscribe, go ahead and do that.